So last night, the Golden State Warriors lost to the Los Angeles Lakers, and they are now out of the NBA playoffs. Now, in my prediction video, I had the Lakers beating the Warriors in 7, so it really wasn't that big of a shock to me when they beat them in 6-7 games, but it still shocked to me because I am a Golden State Warriors fan, and I feel like we still could have won that series, even though the reason why I said the Lakers would win, I was right about that. But it's just seeing it, and me saying it and me seeing it, it's just two different things. I seen it, and I was just so disappointed in that game last night where I just turned it off. I just couldn't watch it because the supporting cast around Steph Curry is just not good enough, and there are just reasons why that the Golden State Warriors dynasty just might be over. So now here we go. So the Golden State Warriors dynasty started in 2015, and it really has been going on for a little bit now, as the main core of Curry, Klay, and Draymond has really been dominant for this long. They are 19-0. Well, now they're 19-1, but it was 19-0 before the Lakers series, winning the Western Conference before going to the finals, 19-0, which is like very, very impressive. But the reason why they lost the series is because of a lot of reasons. One, I'm gonna get to the supporting cast, and then I'm gonna get to the main three. So first, let's talk about supporting cast. Jordan Poole just wasn't good for this team. He just wasn't good. Jordan Poole, he needs to do more than just score, because when Jordan Poole can't score, he can't do anything else on the floor. That's literally what he's there for, just to score, just to shoot and be a positive scorer. When you're not a positive scorer and you're on the floor drawing 4 fouls before you even score a point, that's not good for the team. You're on the floor for scoring and you can't do that, then what's your purpose on the floor? So that's the thing about Jordan Poole. I was always in the camp of trade young players for older players to help Curry win his rings, because you need to maximize Curry the best you can. I'm gonna get to that later. So I don't understand why we're keeping these young players besides GP2. GP2 is the only semi-young player I want on this team. He is very positive for his team. He provides things that his team needs. But people like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, I'm glad we traded James Wiseman, and then now Jordan Poole. Like we gave Jordan Poole a bag just so he can score and get anything else on the floor. I don't understand, because he's very efficient at scoring as well. So I don't know why we did that when we need to sign other players. So I'm always been in the camp of trade those young players for assets, for veterans, for role players that will contribute to this team right now. I've always said that because that helps maximize Curry, Klay, and Draymond. I don't understand why we're relying on young players and then we're getting mad at them for being young players and making mistakes. When you're literally giving these young players big time minutes in big time games. You shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to rely on them to do that, because they're gonna make mistakes. That's what they are. They're rookies. They're young players. They just their first time in an NBA facility, like NBA Finals, first time in playoffs like that, and you put them in crucial moments. So I don't know why we do that. We need to get with these young players and get some players that will really help us out role playing wise. That's what we need to be on this team. I don't know why we keep on having Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga. We need to get rid of them. Even though Jonathan Kuminga is a positive for this team, yes. Jordan Poole is a positive for this team when he can, yes. But still, we need to get rid of those players and replace them with other players, because our best 3 players are getting older and they're significantly getting worse. Besides Curry, Curry is somehow getting better, which I'm gonna get to that later. So we need to just get more talent on this team. We need to get a person like JaMychal Green, but better. Because when we played against the Lakers and we had JaMychal Green as our center, as we had Draymond Green as our roamer, and we had somebody who could be able to shoot on the perimeter, that's what we need for this team. If we have a small ball team and a stretch center who can also play defense, that would be perfect for this team. Because the reason why we were so good running that small ball lineup in 2016 is because Draymond Green was just an amazing player in 2016, and he was able to play defense, also shoot, and also do other things. Because when Draymond's not being aggressive, which he's not sometimes, which is like when Draymond becomes aggressive, people get surprised because we don't see that that often. So we need a player like JaMychal Green, but better. Somebody who can start all the time. Because Kevin Looney, yes, he is really good for this team, and he provides the rebound that we need for this team. We need Kevin Looney anyway. We don't even need Kevin Looney, we need him. But we also need somebody who we can put on the floor to run a small ball lineup. Because when you run a small ball lineup, we automatically play better. Because easier for us to run off ball, is easier for us to have to play defense and be able to stretch our offense out. So we need somebody like JaMychal Green to have big time minutes, but better than him, obviously. Somebody who's consistent and somebody who can actually start and play, and not just have him play one big game and after that he just plays bad. That's what we need. Now, let's get to the 3 best players on this team: Klay, Draymond, and Curry. So first, I'm gonna start with Klay. Klay Thompson has just been inconsistent this playoffs, really just in general. Klay Thompson was very good this season, better than last season. I'll go with that. But he just doesn't come in when we need him. Last night, he only had 8 points. We need a Game 6 Klay. Even though the Game 6 Klay doesn't exist, but we still need a good game from Klay, at least a decent game. 8 points is not good enough for it to be able to have a good game. That's not good enough. So, like, we just need more consistent from Klay. Like, Klay Thompson has dramatically gotten worse, which makes sense because he came off with 2 injuries on his knees. And, you know, so it makes sense why he's doing that. Klay Thompson's not able to create a shot like he used to. Klay Thompson's not good of a defender as he used to. And he's not that good of a driver or a shot creator. But he can still shoot an open 3. He can still shoot contested threes. He can still shoot threes. That's what we need Klay Thompson for. Because if you can't do that, then Klay Thompson is a positive for this team. He's still a positive for this team. Klay Thompson still has gravity on him. So it's not like he's not like that. But when you can't do what you're there for, and your defense is slacking, and then your shot creation is slacking, your driving is slacking, and you're only there for shooting threes, and you can't contribute that, that's the issue. I'm not saying get rid of Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson is a very valuable part of this team. When Klay Thompson's on, it provides energy to the whole team and allows the team to play. So I'm not saying get rid of Klay, never. But what I'm saying is that you need to just do something about it. Klay Thompson needs to become just more consistent and just be able to do something more. That's it. Because, like, it's just stuff like that. When we need him in Game 6 and he didn't come through, that really hurts his team because Curry can't do everything. Now it's on Draymond Green. Now, Draymond Green has been decreasing since 2018, 2019, I would say. Because I would say 2016, 2015 was his peak. But anyway, Draymond Green has been still a very positive defender. He's been really good defensively. But his scoring just isn't there. And that's granted. I don't need Draymond Green to score. Yes. But when Draymond Green is on your floor and he can't, and he's literally passing up scoring, that's one. And then he's also like just not being aggressive with the playmaking and has defensive moments of like, why? That's what's really setting his team back for as well. Because he has defensive moments where he's just not playing defense. His feet is also becoming slower. He's just becoming older, which makes sense. I'm not mad at Draymond for that. That's why I'm really mad at the Warriors organization for not maximizing these 2 players, these 3 players. I'm gonna talk about Curry later because Curry is just different. So when you're not maximizing these 3 best players, because 2 of them are getting older, all 3 are getting older, but Curry just playing different. I don't know why he's playing like he's playing. He's just a different player. So when you're having these 3 players getting older and you're not maximizing them, you're trying to put around young pieces, it's not gonna work. It's literally not gonna work. So I don't understand why you're just having these players that are young around Draymond Green and Klay, who is just old. Draymond Green is getting old. Like, he's literally getting older. He's still playing in a way we can still be a starter and an all NBA defensive type player, but he's still getting older and he's not playing to the level he was playing before. So that's just the issue with Draymond and Klay. It's not really an issue. It's just the fact they're getting older, and that's why they're playing like they're playing. Okay, so now let's get to Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry this season was arguably the MVP if he didn't get injured. Steph Curry this season was just playing fantastic. And what's really underrated about Steph Curry is the fact that Stephen Curry is just a better player than what he was in previous years. I believe Stephen Curry in 2021, 2022, and 2019 is just better than what he was in 2016. Stephen Curry is a way better decision maker when it comes to driving the paint. He knows when to pull up for a mid-range, and he knows when to shoot threes. Because in 2016, 2015, he was more doing transition threes and more just shooting and not really driving that much. But his game just seemed way more polished and way more better than what it used to be before in 2016, 2015. Not saying saying he wasn't good back then. I'm just giving an example of what it is. So Stephen Curry is the way better player than the way he used to be. So you need to maximize Steph Curry playing this way, because I didn't think Steph Curry would be playing as good as he's playing at his age. Stephen Curry is 35. He's getting older as the day comes on, and next season he's going to be even older. So Stephen Curry is not going to sustain this level of superstar level play, a top 3 player in the NBA for this long. And the Golden State Warriors organization are not maximizing it. They're just having young players around them and thinking it'll work because of Steph Curry and Draymond. No, that's not going to work. We need more talent around Steph, Clay, and Draymond, and some talent to really cover up Clay. Is becoming older and not really the player he used to be. So we need more talent to really cover up Klay Thompson and to really have a center that can really help out our spacing and help us out. We need more shooting instead of more rebounding because Kevin Olinick is not a good scorer. A good shooter. So that's all we need for this team. We can still be a contender next season. We just need more talent around these players. It'll be kind of hard as Jordan Poole's on the contract and we're really over the luxury tax. We're literally the highest team over luxury tax. So it'll be kind of hard for us, but we need to trade these young players and we need to get something around the 3 best players on this team for us to be able to contend.